Hey everybody, sitting out on the terrace in the sunshine. It's that time again, 3 o'clock. Let's go and find your old Nana. Take my drink with me. Well, live, are you there?
Oh, I'm here. Just on a quick light round. Afternoon, kittens.
I just had a little chat with him outside.
Oh, have you? That's nice in the sun. Have you seen the state of you? Your bright pillar box red.
Am I?
Your face, yeah.
Good afternoon, Dean.
Like Mr. Angry, you're bright red. Which Dean? Now, I'm not going to ask this all the time. You're going to have to tell me who
Dean Ellis.
Right, Dean Ellis, but it could have been 10 different...
There's only one Dean on your face, but we're going to start this all over again. I'll go back over that side where it's better to film you from.
Is it right? Okay. We're going to start what all over again?
Surnames.
Yeah, but you've got some of the surnames. There's multiple, there's 5,000 people on each page, David. I can't remember, I need to know which Dean.
It's a bit dark there today.
Because I'm against the back door with sunlight.
Yeah, it is. You need to get out of the sun.
Well, I will do in a moment, but I'm going to have to work over in a minute anyway because I need the mix.
Well, that's fine.
So who's joined us at the moment?
Sarah Louise, Sarah.
Hi,
Hi, Sarah. Tracy Ward, Dean Ellis, Gaynor.
Hi, Gaynor.
Andrew, Damien,
Fabulous.
Stevie,
People I've not heard of for a while.
Samantha Knight, Douglas Hogg, Phil Mack.
Oh, is Phil there?
Miss J.
Are you clothed, Phil? Good evening, Jack. Good evening. Good afternoon, Jackie. How are you, Jax? I'll just shift this off the table. It'll get in my road.
You watered it today?
What? It's an orchid. You only water. You put an ice cube on it once a fortnight.
Just checking you've done it.
You just check it as if you knew what to do. You've not got a freaking clue. Right then, we're going to make a coconut cream pie, or as somebody's just said, it's nice to see Nana's cream pie, which I do know what that means, by the way. So...
You don't want to see that now.
I've waited, you shut your own.
20 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. You know you're terrible, you really are. Right, I'll just bring everything over that I'm going to need, whilst you're all joining one. So, sunny day. For once, they actually got the weather report freaking right. They never normally do.
Charles is here, loves your top.
You love the top, Charles. Jesus Christ. Manferga, Benel Magna, Manferga, which doesn't exist anymore in Benel Magna, I would say 19 years ago. Honestly.
Aiden's watching.
Hi,
Aiden. Nice outfit, Nathan said.
How are you, love?
You're looking $1 million.
$1 million what? Green and crinkly?
I think he means pesetas.
Yeah, I'm sure. You shut your hole. Right then, so we're going to make cream pie. Coconut cream pie. It's so easy, honestly, because it's like making a creme patissiere, but every idiotic chef and cook on television, because they're all lunatics, what are you laughing at?
Phil Mack.
I said what?
He loves a cream pie. What's the best recipe for a soggy biscuit?
For a soggy biscuit? Well, you'll have to pop round when we're at a shutdown. I'll show you. Everybody will show you a creme patissiere made on the stovetop, which is an absolute nightmare. There is no need to do that. It just, you end up with it clinging to the pan, it burns, it's just a freaking nightmare. You're going to need a ready-baked pastry case, okay? This is a homemade one that I've done myself. If you've got to buy shop-bought, buy shop-bought, but you need a blind-baked case. If you don't know how to do it, go onto my YouTube channel, and on the YouTube channel there is a tutorial of how to blind bake a pastry case, and the pastry recipe is on there as well.
You know the shop-bought ones, are they called flan? Is it a flan?
That'd be sponge.
Oh, is they different?
Yeah, it's like a sponge cake one.
Can you buy them then, like
you
that?
can buy a pastry case one that's ready-made, but it's really hard.
Like vol au vent, but larger, obviously.
Yeah, but like Spanish vol au vent.
Yeah.
But it's really, really tough, and it's not tough, but as you cut it, it will shatter. You won't be able to slice the pie. But if you make a homemade one, you can cut into it.
Oh, I'll
nice.
buy mine in future. It'll be easier.
Will you? Well, you have to do that, don't you? I can imagine you. Yeah. So in a large mixing bowl, you don't even need a lot of equipment for this. In a large mixing bowl.
What's a flange? Paul Whitehead said.
A flange. Well, it's gone from cream pies to flange to soggy biscuits today. This is a whole cup, 1 cup of white sugar, okay? And into that 5 egg yolks. If your egg yolks are a bit small, because at the moment with eggs, they seem to still be a bit short, don't they?
Put 6 in.
Yeah, use a 6 if they're small, because it should be 5 large egg yolks, okay? So I've stuck 6 in. Mix the sugar and the eggs together till you get a paste.
Is the oven not on?
There's nothing to go in the oven, my darling.
Oh.
That shocked you, hasn't it?
I thought you forgot to preheat it.
No, the oven's been on because I've just took bread out of the oven about 10 minutes ago.
Nice. I baked that, really.
Yeah, yeah, really would love to see that. You've lay on the terrace supping beer.
Gary Barlow's watching, Leslie Riley.
Hiya, Leslie.
David Moss, Clive
Give
Corton.
the egg yolks and the sugar a little bit of a whip till they start to go pale.
Let's come in a bit, just so they can see.
It's
like a custard.
A bit, yeah, like a custard colour. So you'll get them to go pale, and we'll do that in literally...
Hiya, Mark.
In seconds.
Hi, Debbie.
Mark from Spain. Hiya, Mark. How are you, love? Have you enjoyed your hour out? Because people are allowed out now in Spain for an hour or so.
Hi, Debbie. Debbie Turner.
Hi, Debbie. How are you, love? Thank you for doing our Dylan, by the way. I didn't mean to message
He needs doing again. I might message you, Debbie.
Sweet.
He could do doing again, actually. Needs a bit shorter, I think, in this warm weather.
Right, now, you've got in there your cup of sugar, your 5 egg yolks.
Hi, Pauline.
Make sure it is egg yolks, not egg whites with it. Just the egg yolk, okay? Keep the egg whites to make a meringue. Into that, half a cup of all-purpose flour, plain flour.
Hi, Billy.
Which Billy? Billy Mac?
Billy Raymond.
Miss Raymond, mother, how are you, dear, on this lovely sunny day? Hope you're not sat in bra and pants in the backyard.
Hiya, Beth.
Got Australia joining us, my cousin Beth from Australia. Hiya, darling.
Hiya, Ma'am. Roxy Tumble Dryer.
Hiya, Rox. How are you? Right, so we've now got in there, let's just recap. We have got 5 egg yolks, we have got 1 cup of white sugar, and we have got half a cup of all-purpose plain flour. Okay, into that now, this is half a cup of coconut milk, not coconut cream. It needs to be coconut milk. So the whole can is too much. You need half of it. Okay?
Where'd you get them from?
Any supermarket,
Right.
Tesco's, Asda, anywhere. It's usually near the Asian food stuff in a can. Very, very easy to get.
It's what they put in curries, I suppose.
Yeah, don't lob it in all in one go.
Don't lob it. Did you hear that?
This
lob.
isn't a lob, because you'll end up with lumps. And the trick is, you don't want...
You whisk a bit at a time.
Just a little bit.
Talking of whisking, Phil Whitehead said, "Have you done a whisk assessment?"
Have I done a whisk assessment? Yeah, I might do a whisk assessment tomorrow. Right, once you've got about half of it in, it will become more fluid. Okay. Any questions?
Mark said yes, he's been out today.
Oh,
for
was
his
it
hour.
a treat, Mark? I bet that was fabulous, wasn't it?
Hiya, Russell, you're late. About 10 minutes.
Yes, you are late, Russell. Because they're allowing terraces in Spain to be open now, not indoors. I'm pissing my sides, by the way, that the people that live in Benidorm advertising in rooms for rent, and God knows what else. There's nobody there, and there won't be anybody there for another year. So they might open the bars in Benidorm, but per se, you know, we have 1 bar in Benalmagnet to 35 in Benidorm. So they're not going to survive whatever planet they think they're on or not.
Yes, Pauline, we're both good. Hope you are as well.
Is that Pauline from the... Hiya, Pauline, I've got such a surprise for you with your stool when you actually come back.
Don't tell her.
But I'm not telling you. It's just a surprise with your stool, Pauline.
Russell's in the bath.
Just specially for you. Right then, so you're half a cup of coconut milk. Now, I did put on the recipe on the internet 2.5 cups of whole milk.
Love to you, Roxy.
2.5 cups is too much. Just use 2.
Roxy said she's on the sofa hungover. Sending her love. She obviously had an every night last night.
How can you have every night when you're not even going out? Right, into that now, about a tablespoon of vanilla essence.
Shanice, I already am.
Now this one isn't necessary. I have put optional because it's hard to get. This is coconut essence, which isn't available in supermarkets. It's only available online. You have already got your coconut flavouring with your coconut milk, so you don't technically need it. But if you can get hold of it, it's usually online by Jane Asher is the best one. You could just grab that and about a teaspoon.
Paul said you don't want lumps on your lob.
Okay. Oh God, no. No lumps on your lob.
Nana's whisks beautifully.
It's
It's all in the wrist, Charles
action.
said.
It is, Charles. It is the wrist action.
Lovely-
99 change hands.
Lovely bunch of coconut milk.
Right then, and into
Coco
that now,
said that.
And into that now, oh God, a lovely bunch of coconuts. Into that now, a cup of desiccated coconut or sweetened shredded coconut. Again, in the UK, hard to get, so just use desiccated coconut.
Craig said, I can't believe Terry just said lob it in.
Well, it is. I always believe in lobbing it in, Craig. There's no point with all these idiots that do all this crap of poor gentle. Just lob it in. If I say lob it, it works.
Sammy's watching from Benidorm.
Hiya, Sam.
First coffee out today in 9 weeks. That's Leslie.
Leslie Riley?
Yeah.
Right, that's going to go in the microwave. I'll chat to you now in a minute. Just let me get this on for you. Put it into the microwave so that it will boil, okay? Set your microwave going and don't walk away, because about every 2 minutes or so we're going to just check, because it will start to boil and thicken. Okay, I'm just turning this so it cooks.
Are you setting it on 2 minutes?
No, I'm setting it to a much more.
Why don't you set it on 2 minutes?
Every 2 minutes we open it. There's no need to set it.
I'm just saying, in case you forget or something, then you
How
know.
can I forget when I'm stood here, David? Who do you think I am? You. For Christ's sake. 2 tablespoons of butter, by the way, to one side while I clear this. We're going to need the vanilla again in a minute, so I will pop.
Can I keep talking?
So I don't forget. What?
Can I keep talking?
Yeah, go on.
Giles said hello, darling.
Hi, Giles.
Paul said, I've got a surprise with a stall this morning.
You
Paul
got a surprise
Whitehead.
with a stool. Was it a solid one or runny? People don't seem to be having much luck with the stools at the moment.
Mark in Nurka said, only 1 or 2 bars open here. Very, very, very quiet.
Yeah.
It's bound to be until it all opens back up again, isn't it?
I do think the Costa del Sol will survive quicker and bounce back quicker, because our capacity of British bars and British entertainment bars is very small. We've got, what, 2 entertainment bars and a handful of English bars, where places like Benidorm, it's majority, and they do rely on constant tourism.
Oh, that's fabulous, Roxy, what you've done. Roxy Tumbledryer said why she's hungover is because she hosted bingo for the street last night. Promote Smirnoff, she said.
You hosted
bingo for her street. That's good. Well done, love.
Sweet God in heaven. How, I've got to say, not to cause riots, how times have changed in Northern Ireland. Stood outside hosting bingo in full drag. My God, my days of tour in Northern Ireland, we used to go through stop checks with soldiers. By God, it was fun.
What do you mean, Craig?
They used to have a girls' queue and a boys' queue, and I used to go through one and then come back and go through the other. Loved it. What's Craig asking?
Craig said, no turn off camera today, David. And I just put it on myself by mistake. I didn't realise to do that. Hiya, Richard.
Which Richard?
Richard and Simon.
Hi, Rich. Hi, sweetheart. This is a good one for your restaurant, by the way, as a dessert, because it lasts. Not saying that you keep all desserts, you don't, but it's something that's good that keeps lasting.
We're up to
a nice chiller
scratch.
So we just put that in the microwave. Just be teaching everybody, Richard, if you've just joined, how to make creme pâtissière without having to boil it on the stove. To make it in the microwave, it's much easier.
Has it been 2 minutes yet, Coco said?
Well, I don't know, Coco.
That's why I said I only put it on for 2 minutes.
It's a guideline.
Hiya, Sue.
Coco, are you timing me for 2 minutes, kid, or what?
Is David naked?
No. He's in shorts.
Billy Raymond. Just got some shorts on, look. See my shorts?
Right, we're just going to check that and I'll show you.
It's summer, the sun is shining.
At the moment the bowl's still not hot.
You are.
Eventually the bowl will get hot and you'll need to lift it out with the time. You just want to give it a little whisk and keep it going until it's cooked through. The other thing is, by doing it in the microwave, apart from it not clinging to the pan, unless you've got really expensive pans like I have, plus it's hard work to clean the pan, you cook it out a lot quicker, because the microwave cooks from the centre outwards, not from the outside in.
Richard said he's having it on his recipe, he's putting it on.
Get it on, Rich. It's really, really good one, honestly. Because most of the restaurants in Florida, it's always on theirs with a key lime pan.
It's too dark when you're here.
I know it is, but I'm just looking for a spoon rest. There it is.
Spoil sport, Billy Raymond said, because I'm not naked. Dan Swift, Coco
Billy,
said...
why do you possibly want David to be naked while he's filming me, for God's sake?
Coco said, Daddy. I don't know, I think that's obviously to me, because I was showing him my chest.
Oh, Daddy.
Dawn's at work, she's just popping in to say hi.
Which Dawn?
Dawn... Keith?
Yeah, Keith.
Yeah.
Hi, Dawn. So you're
That's like Kathy Clee. That's spelt the same way.
Yeah.
I might be pronouncing it wrong.
Probably are, but I know you mean.
Giles said, watched you last night on This England.
I know it's coming back to haunt me, Giles.
Was it on a repeat or something? Or
I didn't know it's on.
Coconut cake? ? Richard said.
It's on YouTube. No, coconut cream pie. It's not the coconut cake recipe, which I'm not. No way am I sharing that one. And plus, I really couldn't make that on this because it takes 2 days to actually make that. because it has to be laid and put in the fridge and chilled for 24 hours before you've always a fucking nightmare. That's why I only ever do it for special occasions. This coconut cream pie in a smaller quantity. Obviously, you double the quantity, use bigger trays, all the rest of it.
Coco said, "Is Terry getting Daddy's sauce later?"
No, Terry's not. Terry's not. Terry's been very productive all morning. You see, people think I get up and I swan round and I do nothing. Beds break. Beds break.
Taylor Brooks said, "What's today's item? She's missed the start."
You missed the start. Coconut cream pie tail.
Hi, Taylor.
I've even got dinner completely prepped.
It was on. Oh, it's on the mint page. Giles said.
Ready to go in the oven.
This,
Yeah, somebody
this
posted it. I did comment on it, Giles. And it is coming back to haunt me. And as I did say, and I won't be a bitch, I was the only one out of it that made something myself, and I'm the only one left that's alive.
Colin Hoy.
Apart from Katie Peters.
Colin Hoy said, "Say hello to the boss from Bonnie, Scotland, Concepta."
Hiya, Concepta, love. How are you?
Is it Concepta? Yeah.
How are you doing? You're not sat in that big floral roll-on like you were in Mamas when we got raided on a Sunday afternoon, were you?
Steve said hello. Our Steve.
Hiya, Steve.
Pub Steve.
How are you doing, darling? Miss you. See, Steve, you're actually getting to see inside the sanctum of the house.
Richard said he'll trip you up one day.
What for?
For the coconut cake, obviously.
Yeah, I know what Rich will do. Rich will get me absolutely shit-faced drunk and then get the recipe off me. The only other trouble is with the recipe, Richard, the other reason I've not actually done it, one, it is a secret recipe, yes, but two, the reason I've not done it is because all the ingredients that I use to make that cake, 90% of them I have to buy in the States and have shipped over. You can't buy the stuff to make it here. It just doesn't do it. It doesn't work. I've tried the sort of British equivalent to something and it just doesn't work.
It's too expensive to make any every
It
everyday
really is
thing.
certainly too expensive to use and sell in a restaurant. You'd have to be selling it at like 4 or 5 quid a slice, which is ridiculous.
Charles said, "Could you make a pureed mango sauce or something similar and pour it over the pie to make a variation of tropical custard?"
No.
In a word, Charles.
No, I've actually never heard anything sound so revolting.
I think it sounds nice.
No, it doesn't, because it's a coconut cream pie. Why do people have to mess with things?
Mango sauce? Oh yeah.
And I
I
don't
want
like
mango on mine
anyway.
tonight.
It smells like vomit. Why do people have to mess things like they do on Ready Steady, not Ready Steady Cook, what's that one? The British Bake Off. They have to do the most bizarrest of things. They're told to make chocolate cookies and they start putting ridiculous things in them, like fucking old sandals and God knows what else. It's absolutely pathetic.
Beth loves your pinny. She's going to send you one when the shop opens.
Oh, good girl, Beth. All my pinnies, by the way, in the UK are made by my lovely friend Pearl up there in Sheffield. She's on my Facebook page. If you go through my friends and find Pearl, she will make them to order.
Is it
if
Jane?
you notice now, the cream, the
It's
coconut
getting
cream sauce
thicker, look.
is thickened.
Coming to temp now.
Okay, coming to temp now. So give it a good whip, and we're
Jeans.
just going to whip it back in.
Jean Pascal, she's watching from work, looking beautiful and very fresh. And David, get your tan topped up.
Very
He's
fresh.
pissing down at the weekend.
Honestly, Jean, this morning, I went to get ready, and honestly, I threw an epi because I thought, do you know I haven't got any summer clothes unpacked since we moved in? I've got boxes of clothes that I've not even unpacked. You're going to need some saran wrap or cling film, as you call it.
Richard said that's the plan at our new venue. Oh, we got a new venue coming. Another new one, or you're on about...
the new one you've got now.
Good afternoon, Dan.
What's the plan for his new venue?
He just put that's the plan for our new venue.
Oh,
so
right.
obviously the conversation from before. I'm a bit behind. I need to
It's
catch
okay,
up.
get up to snuff. There's no rush, is there? We're way ahead of time. Right, what I am going to do is, whilst that is cooking off...
Is that a Christmas wreath on the sideboard or your crown?
Christmas
That's
wreath.
not a Christmas wreath.
It's not a Christmas wreath, it's heather.
That's Phil Mack.
Why would I have a Christmas wreath up? Into the mixer is a pint of double cream, heavy cream. Half a heaped cup of confectioner's sugar.
This is the one that's going to blow all over the place, isn't it?
And then a good big lob of vanilla.
Do you need a tea towel to cover the thing?
No, I'll do it slowly at first, so it doesn't cloud. Right, you can leave that on to whip. Come back to our cream.
Steve said he loves the kitchen.
Do you like it, Steve? I'm actually changing it slightly. I've decided I want to change the table. I want a very big table to run through the middle. So next time we film it, it'll probably look different.
Billy Raymond said she's ordered a tin of paint for the table edge.
Are you nipping round to do it for me? Right then, so that's cooked. As I said, no messing about, no clinging. You've got your coconut cream filling.
That's done, look.
There you go.
See how thick it is. Like semolina.
Something like semolina. Right now, that is going to go, the bowl is hot, so be careful, into...
Dan, I was, and I will be after this. Dan said I thought I'd be skiving in the garden.
He was, he's only just come in.
I just said I was, and I will be after this. Who's Heather? Phil Mack said.
Who's Heather?
Who's on about the wreath?
I know who we're talking about.
Loving the lemon drapes, Giles said.
Thanks, Giles.
We changed them.
It's all Laura Ashley. I changed it not long ago. I did say on the last few videos, but it took me so long to be able to get all the fabric. It's called Isabel. If anybody ever sees Isabel knocking about, let me know. Right, when you've filled the pie, it's got to be chilled now till it goes stone cold. And so cover it with a piece of saran wrap, that's actually touching the custard.
So, did you hear that? It's got to go cold.
Yeah. If you put the plastic against the custard,
They might not be able to hear you that saying.
it will stop you getting a skin. So you make sure that the plastic is actually touching the custard and you won't get a hard skin over.
Nothing worse than a hard skin.
Nothing worse whatsoever. And what I've just realised I forgot to do is, before I poured it in there, you're supposed to beat the 2 tablespoons of butter into it, which just gives it a glossy taste. Doesn't give it any more flavour, so I forgot that, so it's not going to do any harm. Okay, so that needs to go in the fridge, and like our old good pizza programs, here's one I prepared earlier. That will go in and chill. And for those people who are wondering, I'm not being frivolous and having 2. One of these will now go down to Phil and Liam for Loki for after he comes home from school, so it's not a waste.
Pervert Craig.
Who's pervert Craig?
He wants me to flash my chest again.
Oh my God. Right, let me just grab a spatula. So this is chilled. This was put in the fridge yesterday, so it's chilled and it also sets more.
Like a jelly.
No, not like a jelly. It just sets. Nothing like jelly.
Oh, it sets hard.
Right.
Or firm, I should say.
If you want to pipe the cream, pipe it. I really don't. I like it to look rustic and like a traditional coconut cream pie. Okay? And just make sure you bring the cream all the way onto the pastry edge to seal in.
Giles said you've put that in the fridge. Was it still hot?
Yes, put it. You can put it. You're not supposed to put hot things in the fridge. I know. I've told you off for this before. The reason for that is it doesn't do the food any harm. What it does is it brings the temperature of your fridge down. Okay? But for the purposes of this, I needed it out of the way. Normally I would leave the plastic on and let it come to room temperature, then I would chill.
How long do you leave it in the fridge for before you could eat it?
Till it's stone cold. It must be stone cold.
There you go,
okay?
guys. Just
so
in case.
I would say it's
because the mixer was on, so they might not have heard properly.
All right. It must be stone cold. I made this one last night so that it's chilled ready. But I would say, it depends on how cold your fridge is. Mine's a sub-zero fridge, so it goes cold very quickly. I'd say minimum 2-3 hours it's going to take, okay? So if you sort of made it this afternoon, it would be ready for dinner tonight, you know, for 7ish. On the top, all I did was, I put a handful of coconut into a dry frying pan.
Giles, it was sweetened with vanilla essence.
And toasted. What was sweetened with?
Giles said that's a ton of cream. Can you sweeten the cream?
The cream was sweetened. If you've noticed, Giles, there was half a cup of confectioner's sugar in it, and there was vanilla essence in it.
Misty Lee said, "Is this the cream coconut? Is this the coconut cream tart?"
Coconut cream pie.
No, I think it's getting mixed up with the other one. What Phil likes.
Not a clue.
The one that you're not saying.
Oh, that's a coconut cake.
Yeah,
that's
she might be getting mixed up with that.
This is a coconut cream pie, and there is a traditional coconut cream pie.
There you go.
Done, dusted. And voila. And as I said, really, really easy to do. Okay.
Nice.
So we're going to leave that out. I'll pour some coffee and we can have a chat. So has anybody got any questions?
No, we're up to. I've been talking as we're been going along, so. Can't hear, just on a call to work now. Jean Pascal.
Jean is. She must have to mute the phone. So is everybody okay? Are people...
Looks scrummy, Giles said.
It is. It's one of my favourite desserts, Giles. It's a very traditional American dessert. Okay, which most of the desserts I make.
Does that need to go in the fridge because of the heat?
And because it's a warm day, I am going to jiggle the fridge around now to actually.
How's the decor going downstairs, David? Giles, it's coming on fabulously, actually.
So I shall pop that one there, and I shall pop that back.
Not really much more to do. I've had some more spotlights arrive today, so I'm going to put some more spotlights up in the...
Because our DJ, Krista Bray, insists that she has her face lit. And the brighter the lights on an old drag queen, it softens the craggy features. There we go. Are you going to sit down, Dan? Or are you just standing there all
Roxy
day?
River said, I don't know how you, David, and Mama Peg stay so slim.
Because I don't eat it, darling. I do Slimming World 99% of the time. Fair enough, I did go off it recently for a bit and I've gained dreadfully. But I don't. I won't have that. If I do, I will have and I do mean the tiniest little piece, and I'll counteract it. So just because you make it, that will stay fresh in the fridge for a good week. So it should last. This is why when I sort of put what we've had for dinner, I don't always put the dessert, because if it's a baked dessert like that, that will be served for the next 3 days. Okay? I don't just make it and then cob it. So it's just so easy though. It really is an easy dessert to make, and people get really frightened of making a cream filling or a creme patissiere or anything like that by putting it on a stove, because it reads in a recipe book, or if you watch somebody on TV do it, they always show you on a stove or a double boiler or in a heavy, it's always have a heavy bottom pan, and you think to yourself, how heavy is the bottom of the pan? My pans are really heavy because they're copper, but it's just so easy to anything like that. If I make a savoury white sauce, I always boil it through in the microwave. I never make sauces on the stovetop, ever. Apart from things like a bolognese, obviously. But if it's a cream sauce or a parsley sauce or a white sauce or a bechamel, anything like that, I will make in the microwave. I never ever make it on the stovetop. It's just too much work.
Love desserts, Craigie Craigs. I prefer a starter than a dessert.
So do I. I could literally, if I was being honestly truthful, if they brought a diet out that you could just live off desserts, I would do it. Because I could really go without savoury food forever and just eat dessert permanently. But it has to be homemade. I can't stand shop bought stuff. Anything. It just is vile. What was that you clipped?
Nothing.
Was it something filthy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who off?
Phil Mack.
I had a feeling it would.
I've just replied to him.
Okay, do you know my
Do you
friend-
serve the coconut pie with anything?
No, because you've got the cream, you've got everything.
That's from
with
Phil
it.
Co.
Phil, it's got everything there, the cream and everything. It's not sort of like a fruit pie that you would serve cream on the side. The cream's already on it. That's the whole point. So you slice through and away.
Love to you, Sue. Sue said sorry, she's late. Just got back in from work.
It's
Sue in
all right,
Spain.
Sue. It's all right, my darling. You can always catch it on the catch-up.
When all this is over, I should bring my sewing machine, etc. with Terri and do anything on site for you. Giles, it's all done, love. Don't need anything doing.
Well, I don't know. I can always find things to do.
Do you mean in the bar? If you mean in the bar, everything's done, love. Craig, you can have them all. I'll post it to you.
What does he want?
You could just eat all of your desserts.
So, but they are so simple. I do think to have I always like to have a dessert made in the fridge. I always think that's nice in case, not at the moment, nobody does call in, does it, with lockdown? But I always think it's nice if somebody calls in for coffee, I can always give dessert. And also we do things like when Phil and Liam will call, they don't necessarily always come for dinner. We will invite people around just for dessert after dinner.
Oh, your mum's commented. David has made a great job of the bar downstairs.
Yes, it is rather stunning.
Thank you very much.
It's lovely. Most people will say, well, it doesn't look any different because it's exactly the same colours as it was before. It's just
It does look different.
Completely redone. You know, I did say on Sunday, when we first did the pub itself, we had to have everything done within 2 days of closing to be open. So everything looked different and everything got really rushed and done very, very quickly. Now it's being done properly. Okay. So that's about the mark of it.
Roxy Rivers has been baking today.
And what have you made?
She's been baking today 2 Sicilian lemon muffins and Seville orange muffins, leaving them to cool before icing.
Oh,
They say nice.
sound yummy, dummy. Now I love muffins, I really do. I like muffins for breakfast. If I'm being honest, not that I eat breakfast, but if I did, I like muffins for breakfast. So do we have any more questions? Because we're way ahead of time today.
Doesn't matter.
I've got to tell everybody, by the way, I won't be doing a live show from the pub this Sunday, okay? Because
Even though we said we was.
even though we said we were, next week we will. This week we're not, because I have a show that is having to be broadcast via another page.
That's on Monday, though.
Is for a charity for Mind. Mind, the charity. So we're doing that, and it's going to take a lot of prep for that. So I can't do this Sunday as well. Okay? So, but we will do a live show.
But they'll be able to watch it on Monday.
Yeah, we'll send you the link from Monday, but it's being screened on Monday afternoon.
We don't know times yet or
I'm not
anything.
too sure the time, but I think it's Monday afternoon. If not, you'll be able to watch the catch-up of it.
It's going through the centre stage in Manchester, so it's going through.
Yeah, it's their charitable event for that. And also, talking to centre stage, while I've got Coco, no names, no pat drill, Miss Coco.
I don't think she's still here.
Can you please message me about what we were talking about the other night? Thank you. Do we have anything else?
No.
No. Anybody else joined us?
Giles said, how'd you cope with all them sirens? Oh, you get used to them. Well, the police station's right next door,
It's because
Giles.
the police station is literally at the back there. So now I don't hear it. When we first moved in, it was like being in Hill Street Blues constantly, because there was flashing lights and they'd fire out the building. And it was like living in the centre of New York.
Oh, you Busby.
When I lived in New York, there wasn't that many sirens going on. But no, you don't notice it. You just don't notice it after you've been here for a while. Afternoon, Buzz.
I'll let you tell Terry about next year, not me.
How are you doing? Why? What's next year?
Me and Busby's going to Greece.
Greece? What for?
I was talking to her this morning.
I'm not going to Greece. I hate the whole...
No, only me and Busby.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I fucking hate the place. What a shithole. Hate it. Absolutely dreadful. It's shown up on our memories. We went to Greece 2 years ago with Philly and Liam. It was only the fact we were with Philly and Liam we had a fabulous time. And the hotel was gorgeous. It was a beautiful little exclusive boutique hotel. But the rest of the place, I hated it. I've never been anywhere that you can't get afternoon tea. Talking of desserts.
Billy Raymond's
We actually
gone.
marched because I like, when I'm away on holiday, every afternoon about 4 o'clock, I like afternoon tea. I like coffee and cake. It's my treat when I'm on holiday.
Don't we know it?
At home. Got to
Pity
Greece.
Liam and Phil are not listening to this.
Nowhere to get coffee and cake. How uncivilised. And I don't like the Greeks neither. Load of shit houses.
Billy Raymond, now you've finished, is off to jet wash her lawn while it's nice.
You're jet washing the lawn. Is it AstroTurf?
Do you have any ideas or recipes using tinned mandarins, Philco?
Yes, I've got a few. Because it's one of the canned fruits I really I really like. I sometimes do an orange trifle using canned mandarins. I do an orange cake a sponge cake that's orange flavoured, which flavour with the zest of obviously a fresh orange, and then layer it with cream, with double whipped cream, exactly as I've whipped it now, Phil. And then before you put each layer, layers of mandarins across it. So you get the mandarins going through, absolutely stunning with the orange cake, and then like a nice sort of white chocolate sauce poured over the top, stunning.
Craig said, how do I get your recipes, please, in writing?
In writing, they will be on my page for the next 48 hours. After that, you have to go to the YouTube channel and follow the recipe as I'm telling you and write it down. I've done this purposely because otherwise people don't join the YouTube channel, Craig. So I'm losing out on viewers on the YouTube channel and I do need to boost that channel. So if I keep them all written out, everybody just writes the recipe and thinks, oh, I'll watch it once and I can't be asked. So if you go to the YouTube channel, it's everything we do on Facebook is then posted to YouTube.
Bye, Giles.
See you later, Giles. Ciao, darling.
You belong in Claridge's, Roxy said.
In Claridge's, my God. I've been in Claridge's many a time. It used to be my favourite hotel, Claridge's, for afternoon tea. I used to love it for afternoon tea at Claridge's.
There's no more, nothing else.
It used to be ever so camp. So, and I've not really got any gossip. Do you know what I mean? It's like normally I've got loads of crap to go on about. And there's absolutely nothing to go on about at the moment, is there?
Well, I'm going back in the sun now anyway.
Are you? Well, we're nearly at time anyway, so we'll wind up when I finish this cup of tea. Short show today.
Douglas said, looking gorgeous today.
I love the way everybody's telling me I look gorgeous. I got ready in about 5 minutes. Honest to God. And I cleaned the house like this as well.
Right, I'll watch YouTube, Craig, he said.
Good boy, Craig. Go to the YouTube channel, they're all there. And if it's a particular video that for some reason last week's show that we did live wouldn't download, it wouldn't allow me to download it to put it then to YouTube. I don't know why. So the odd one, if it's not on YouTube, will be on my videos on Facebook. But also some of the recipes are in my album on Facebook. I have a Facebook album called Nana's Recipe Box, and if you go to that in my albums, on there are some of the recipes are written as well. Okay, because before we did the live shows, that's how I used to do it. I just used to photograph what I'd made and then
Good luck, Craig. He's going for his bike ride now, keep him fit.
Craig is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Douglas said, let's see David's nipples. Why?
Why?
Pervert, get locked up.
They're like children's.
Right, that's it.
And that it, we're up to snuff.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on Wednesday afternoon. We'll see if we can't get another live something in. There won't be a live show on Sunday, but we might try and get something in. I don't know yet. Me and David might do a chat or something. But try and join us. And then the Monday show that I'm doing, I will, as soon as I know the full details, I will post that. So you can all follow that and watch it, because it is for Mind, and there will be a donation thing to raise money for Mind, for mental health, which affects most of us at some point in our lives. So, we're going to sign off, and I will see you all soon. You sure there's nothing else before we go? We've not missed anything?
No.
Oh, fabulous. I'll see you all later. Enjoy the rest of the day. Have some nice sun. If you're working, tough tip. You're not going to do. See you all later. Say try, David.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.